Hello and welcome. You're watching Business Today TV. I'm Sakshi Batra, and with me on this show, I have somebody very, very special joining right in. Saurabh Mukherjea joins in. He's the founder and CIO of Marcellus Investment, and we're going to be doing something very exciting, a rapid fire round with Saurabh. Are you ready for the rapid fire questions?
I'll try my best, Sakshi.
Okay, so the first question coming your way. What was your first salary?
At the age of 16, I was paid around 500 rupees a week to deliver newspapers in London. So 500 rupees a week is what I used to get at the age of 16 to deliver newspapers in London.
What would you do of those 500 rupees?
So a part of it would go to my sister because she would stuff posters for local shops into the newspaper. So I remember 500, said 200 would go to my sister, 300 rupees I would buy music cassettes. Right, so I bought my Madonnas and Michael Jacksons and Bruce Springsteens with those 300 rupees.
Can you sing a favorite song or any one line?
I think I could do that in the bathroom, but not live on TV.
Okay, which is your favorite song then?
I'm still a big Dire Straits fan, and Money for Nothing was, I think, 1984. They came out with Money for Nothing. I grew up with Money for Nothing, and remains a favorite.
Money for nothing, but what is the importance of money in your life?
I think money in my life is meant to give the kids a good education, give the family a good life, and to the extent we can, we try to give as much back to society as we can through various charities.
Given a choice, what would you choose? Would you rather have more money or more time?
Time, 100% time. I think my fantasy is that God has changed the world and a typical day has 36 hours, not 24. That would change everything for me.
Okay. What would you be if not Saurabh Mukherjea in your current capacity?
I guess I'd probably be a writer somewhere, writing either in newspapers or writing books somewhere in the world.
How do you unwind after a busy day?
I sit down with the family to watch OTT, and then everybody in the house has a go at me for my misbehavior in the past week and how much I've traveled. But jokes apart, I think the kids are growing up, they're teenagers, spending time with them is a lot of fun. My wife and I have known each other since I was 4 years old. So spending time with her is almost second nature to me.
Which is why you need to be back at home by 8.
That's right. Yeah, the deadlines are very tight. You have to deliver on those deadlines.
Okay, but what is the money lesson that you impart to your kids?
I think the best thing I've learned from my parents is no fizul kharchi. So by all means, spend as much as you want on books, on education, on travel experiences, but don't try to hanker buying gadgets and watches and clothes and cars and expensive things, right? If you try to buy expensive things because you think it'll make you feel good or it'll allow you to impress other people, it doesn't work. It's a waste of money.
Okay. And which is the latest OTT series that you watched?
We are watching something called The Midnight Club. It's about a bunch of youngsters in America who are suffering from cancer, and they all go to this hospice to recover or to deal with cancer. And it's a very interesting staging, right, about what youngsters facing very difficult situation, perhaps the end of their life, how they react, how they deal with it. Credit to my sister-in-law for recommending it, and for my daughter for making sure that I watch it.
Okay, I hope that all of you are watching this. This is good. Absolutely. Okay, but then you talk to me about that, materialistic things you should not be looking at. But then still, what is your dream investment?
Dream investment, buying something. I suppose, when the kids are settled and my wife and I are done with life, we are hoping that our house in Kolkata is an 80-year-old house. We're hoping to renovate it and, turn it into something nicer. My grandparents are no more, but some of my relatives are still living there. And as and when Mumbai allows me and our finances allow us, we want to do up their house in Kolkata and restore it back to its former glory.
Okay, which is the most expensive thing you've bought till date?
I don't really buy too much, but if you ask me, I think we bought one car 12 years ago. So that car, we're still driving that car. I think it was a Toyota Corolla. We're still driving the Toyota Corolla. I think it felt horribly expensive then, and I can't get myself to buy a new car anymore. It just feels like insane.
Would your next car be an EV?
I don't think I will be buying cars ever again. I think taxis are just fine. It's just we put all our money in investing. I just can't get myself to buy cars again.
Okay. Would you rather invest in Bitcoin, startup, or an IPO?
Neither really. Neither of them appeals. That's not clever.
Okay, a part of your money will go to gold because it's at an all-time high?
No, I haven't even thought about that. We said no, look for high integrity promoters, intelligent management teams, and firms who have built dominant franchises. Whether you live in America, Argentina, Zambia, or India, If you follow that mantra, invest in high integrity people who have built good businesses, dominant franchises, invest and stay invested patiently, life will be all right to you. But try all of this IPO and what did you say, crypto, all of this nonsense, deep pain awaits.
Okay. What is your biggest investment mistake and have you regretted any?
When I came to India, I was told by a lot of people, was you come here, buy a big life insurance policy. Nahi to, all sorts of bad things would happen to you. And that was a disaster. It wasn't a term life. It was one of those ULIP type things. And after 3 years, I asked myself, what am I doing here? And I redeemed that. And just amazing. Because I hadn't done the maths properly, I hadn't realized that lumping together protection, life insurance protection and investing is never a good idea.
Okay. What is the first thing that you do when you reach office?
I open my inbox and try to read some of the research that our analysts have written. So we've got 20 very good analysts in Marcellus. They travel extensively around the country, and when they finish their travel at the end of the day, they send an email about kahan pe gaye, kya dekha, and that hits my inbox in the evening. In the morning when I reach office, I take a cup of coffee and read the emails from our analysts who are traveling around India.
Okay. What is the frequency with which you review your portfolio?
The personal portfolio, I think once a year.
Once a year?
We don't looking at stocks won't make you richer. Right? Virat Kohli didn't become a great batsman because he was staring at the scoreboard, right? He became a great batsman because he was focusing on his game, his fitness. He was analyzing the bowler, and that's what our job is as investors, right? Don't look at the scoreboard. Don't look at the portfolio repeatedly. Focus on your skill set. Do your research. Understand the company. Understand what others don't understand about the company. And that's how you'll create wealth rather than checking your portfolio every day.
Is it a good idea to look at the stock price before investing?
You look at valuation. Look at the valuation of the company. Typically in India, high quality franchises are available to you at 30, 40, 50, 60, 70% discounts to fair value. But for you to figure out the discount to fair value, you need to assess fair value. And for that, you'd have to do a little bit of maths. If you're able to assess fair value, I think you are 99% of the way towards becoming a very successful investor.
Why? When do you see Sensex touching 1 lakh?
Oh, no idea. I don't look at the index. I don't even know what level the index is at. A lot of people seem to know, yeah. A lot of people come and say market yahan pe hai, and I kind of think.
Guess what is the level, Nifty level today?
I have no idea. No idea. I know,
Take a wild guess.
no idea. No desire to know where the index is. The index is irrelevant for me.
Well, thank you so much, Saurabh. It's been great speaking to you, and I hope to catch you up very, very soon to get more insights on the markets. It's been a pleasure, really. Thank you so much. Thank you.